orange and black. The scene just a short time ago. They were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
On the set, New Draw Corkers.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Jacksonville.
Here we go. 10 logos.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Get it.
They run. Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than push the running game early.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Touchdown. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Score Jaguars 7, Bengals 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pick.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Mixon on the carry.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Mixon. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
At the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. This is Stills on the jet sweep, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Off the option, that's complete. And he will take it all in for the Bengals touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Austin Seibert.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
29-yard line.
Let's get it.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Look, squeeze. Check. Get up.
Toss play to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Down Jacksonville. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Now Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Bengals 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 7-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. You know what? Panther 11. Panther 11. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm here all go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call a sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On first down, it's Robinson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. At the 4, they'll run with a man signed away from Washington. It's Chris Thompson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A Jaguar first down as Minshew finds Westbrook. From the gun, Minshew to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Minshew sets to throw. That's caught at the 2. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
makes the score Jaguars 21, Bengals 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Minshew. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Minshew's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And all the way down to the 37. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Jaguars 21, Bengals 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll let this one go deep for Chark. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
A gain of 4.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Jaguars 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Evades him at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kenny Stills with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Jaguars.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And inches at the 24-yard line.
I'm going to lose one. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Mixon with a first down carry. They find some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Jacksonville.
To Thompson on the draw. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And at the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd, finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons, with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
That's caught one more time by Boyd. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal, Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Hamilton in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 36 yards out.
36-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep...
And he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a rip.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On fourth down, Minshew. And this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
The play is a turnover.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And a yard.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Minshew throwing complete to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And for Tyler Eifert, it's a bittersweet game here. He, of course, spent the first 7 seasons of his NFL career in a Bengals uniform before joining the Jags in the offseason. His best year with the Bengals, 2015. He had 52 catches that year, 13 touchdowns, and his lone Pro Bowl bid to date. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. It'll be Minshew again. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Minshew and Chark on the hook up there. First down, Jacksonville.
Hey, Charlie!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.